All right, on last video I showed you how to program this clock, and now I'm going to show you how to wire it. So the wiring is all behind here. Okay, so this is a little intimidating for some people, but it's not as complicated as it seems. So these are extra for different stations. You have 6 stations on this controller, so you know they're all labeled right here, 1 through 6, all these 5s. This pump, it's for a different for a different thing that is not going to be used here. This is for drainage. Now, to start off with, all the wires need to be connected to this common wire right here. Even all these 1 through 6 have 2 wires. One is for communication and the other one's for the signal to start. And basically, okay, so these are tight. Okay, so you connect these 2 wires. I like to connect them like this because it's easier to work with them. Going from this small wire to this little pointy thing right here. It's a really small hole, so it's really hard to fit any bigger cables like this. Plus, you don't need that much current going through it, so it should be fine. So what I did was I connected this pipe, this conduit that goes from here to ground, as you can see, and then from here it's going underneath the ground, and then it's going this way to my water supply, which in this case I'm connected to this valve. And this valve has 2 wires coming from that clock, so same thing. So you have, it doesn't really matter which direction you put them. So one is going to be the common and one is going to be the signal. Like I said, it doesn't matter. You can switch them around. It's not going to affect it at all. So what I like to do is I like to split my water supply, so I can always use this for my water hose and this for the sprinkler for my flowers. So I've used this metal one, because I've tried the plastic ones and they actually go bad on me really quick. So enough of that. So you turn it on, this water is on, and then it's just waiting for signal to turn on. This is pretty straightforward. You have to do an adapter from 3/4 from this hose to I believe 3/4. I don't know, I think it's different, but anyways, these parts you can find them at your local hardware store. So go from here to here, and you have to follow this arrow, that arrow right there. That's the direction of it. Same thing here, and here you can either connect it to your 1/2-inch pipe or 3/4. You can do the reducers yourself, depending on what you need. I've used a coupler there, a male to male coupler, so I can connect this stripper line, and it's pretty easy. So enough said of that. So that goes to all my plants and whatnot. So that's a chili jalapeno pepper plant. Right now it's all dried up, but it should be getting better soon. Like these came off of it, which are pretty good peppers. So that's one. Now I'm going to show you how to connect these lines together. And what I do is I run a hose. It's just a 1/4-inch hose throughout the bed of flowers that you need. You basically run the cable from one end to the other, from the supply there. Then you just you feed it to wherever you want it, and then you just cut it close to your plants, and you install this 3-way splitter. You know, and this pretty common and pretty easy to understand. You know how those connect together. You just push them together and it'll hold by itself. You don't need to do anything. Just cut it and install it, and that's that. It's pretty easy. And you know you have to decide how long you want to run this lines over to your plants. So let me turn it on so you can kind of see how to adjust those tips. So manually start and okay, go. All right. So I turn it on. Let me wait a second for it to come on. Manually start. Okay, should be starting in a second. There it is. All right, I don't know if you saw that, but the pressure's pretty strong here. Like I said before, I have it set for very low drip, but you can adjust this by turning it counterclockwise. You can adjust the pressure. You can turn it clockwise, and you have lower pressure. I like to keep this on a lower pressure since this is going uphill. You want to keep this plants on a smaller pressure so all the pressure gets divided equally. And like I said, this is a small plant, so it doesn't need that much pressure anyway. Same thing here. This one's dripping really low. This one's turned off by the right now, but I don't have any plants in it, so yeah. Anyway, so that's how you connect it. Let me show you the actual connection in taking place. All right, so these are the T connectors that I use. They're 1/4 inch barb T.